We are grateful to our distinguished speakers as well as our sponsors for the support in this important subject of business ethics.
There are many fintech-related developments in the industry, such as big data, blockchain, artificial intelligence, robo-advisory, and so forth. We need to have a finger on the pulse of what the changes are and what will be the consequences. Through this Business Ethics Forum, we want to put ethics at the heart of the thought process about fintech developments.
The government's role is to provide an enabling and proportionate legal and regulatory framework. This is for fintech to develop in a sustainable manner. We need to be able to assure consumers and investors that they can feel confident in using new products and services.
We all heard that, we are on the cusp of exciting developments, but clearly we want to help the startups figure out what are the different avenues where they can tap capital.
We have a sandbox at the HKMA, we have Astrid at the Hong Kong Science Park, which is having a full environment of blockchain. So I'm really bullish, I would say, on the ecosystem of Hong Kong. We don't have to worry too much. We are building something strong, and we have to be patient.
You cannot just sell ideas by words. You need to take actions, okay? So, and then finally, okay, if you want to have subsequent funding from other parties, a very achievable revenue generating model is needed.
Fintech is not an industry or a product set. There are a series of products and ecosystems encompassed by that. How does one build trust within that? It takes time. You work with your customers, and things will develop in that way. Customer engagement experience, and they will definitely be much more focused on the technologies.
In fact, fintech not only gives us regulatory concerns but also opportunities. I understand that fintech companies can offer solutions to sort of empower regulators' ability or efficiency in analyzing data, in applying our regulatory tools.
At HMA, we have our Banking Regulation and Supervision Department, okay? And then in our department, Financial Infrastructure Department, more to do facilitation, promotion, and then providing input for the policy. Industry wants regulations, but transparent, a level playing field, and everybody understands the rules, and then they can participate in a healthy manner, okay? But not over-regulation.
Because we are rising up to the challenges of technology, we also make use of technology to counter it. Right now we have dedicated teams in forensic accounting, crime, asset recovery, and also computer forensics. So these are all professionals. They help us to examine, to extract the data hidden in the electronic devices.
When police are receiving these kinds of intelligence feeds from the vendors and also from the different sectors, different industries of the community, then we can build up a very powerful block list. So we can give the block list to different kinds of industry to build their own blocking list regarding their own industry or business nature.
For this luncheon, we're delighted to have Mr. Arthur Yoon, Deputy Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. He's in charge of the full range of banking policy, development and supervisory issues at the HKMA.
Risk culture should mainly comprise 4 elements. A risk appetite statement, a tone from the top set by the very top level. It should be properly communicated to staff. The accountability framework has to be very clear, who should be held accountable for what, and finally an effective incentive structure to incentivize proper behavior and disincentivize undesirable behavior. Those are the 4 core building blocks of risk culture.
The regulations and ethics will always enable the financial market to operate in a more stable, less risky, less volatile, fair and open environment, and to better protect the investors.
I'm a strong believer that I think what all this technology will do, and I'm always an optimist, is actually going to put us in a very good place. We're going to get more and more people out of the poverty because we can't have the elite and the people behind. We can't leave people behind. But to go back to the point is that ultimately for us as a society, is we can't sit back and let a group of elites or somebody else saying, I'm going to do it for you, all the tech companies.
if we're in the risk management business and we're a mathematical business and we know computers can do mathematics better than us, then why would we be manual still? So the future, if you want the banks to remain, be competitive, to have transaction costs that actually drive inclusion rather than exclusion, there's simply no choice. There are social and ethical issues that we need to really think through.
FinTech is meaningful not because of the mere application of technologies. It is only meaningful when it adds value to clients in general. No matter what and how technology is used to deliver financial services, clients must be treated fairly. And treating clients fairly can only come as a result of good business ethics, online or offline.
It's in this context that I think it's really important that we make sure that from an ethical perspective, we in the fintech world, or people who are doing fintech business, we make sure that we do the right thing by our customers in terms of what we put into our agreements for our apps on fintech, and that we don't abuse clients' trust.